Hello, everybody. I want to welcome each and every one of you to today's Mentor Monday. It's going to be an amazing day today. This is Daniel Hernandez. I am saying hi to you from Torreon in Mexico. Yes, it's in the north of Mexico. I'm extremely happy to see you today over here. I see you, Dave and Gillian. I see you, Claudia, Arlene. Nice to see you here. Michael, Yolanda, Lucy. Trisha, Samuel, already Ingrid here, Imelda, Marcus, everybody that is here, Florence also, and Lenovo. I think that's the phone, but okay, you let us know your name in a moment. Yeah, but I'm extremely happy to be here. It's the first time that I'm hosting here on Mentor Monday, and let me tell you a little bit about what really caught my attention when I learned about For Life. I was here in Mexico. I had a chance to be part of a very good big franchise here in Mexico. Yeah. I don't know if it happened to you, but when I was little, my parents told me that, and the main idea was for me to study well, so that when I finished studying, I would have a very good career. I had my diploma or whatever, so that a company would give me a very good job, and then I would work for the rest of my life very happily. Yeah, and well, I followed instructions. Yeah, and I had a chance to enjoy for a while working for a very good company. And working for a franchise gave me a very big opportunity to learn about how money is made. Yeah. And I started in this company. It's an ESL company, English as a second language. So I was an English teacher for a while. Yeah. And I was teaching for 15 years. I had a chance to work there. But I was not interested in staying as a teacher. So I started going up, in different positions. Then I was an academic coordinator. Then I was a supervisor. Then I got to work in the main offices of the company in Santa Fe in Mexico. If you have a chance to go to Santa Fe, it's an amazing place. Yeah, with all the corporate offices and everything there. So I was working there, and there's where I noticed something very interesting. Yeah, that when I was there working for the corporate offices, I noticed that, yes, I was at the top. Now I was a national academic trainer. Yeah. So it was a very interesting position. I was in the academic department. Everything was great. But then I learned about how the money was made in the company. And there is where I noticed that the franchisees had a very different lifestyle. Yeah. Franchisees did not make a salary. Yeah. They didn't actually earn the money the same way that we did. Because I had a salary and I had to do things the usual way. It's like I got my payment and it was nice, but it was not in control of it. Yeah. But the franchisees had a different way of making money in such a way that they had amazing houses. They could go to trips. Their kids could study wherever they wanted. And I was like, okay, wait, when is that going to happen to me? I mean, when is that really going to be my opportunity as well? And well, there's what I knew about making those royalties or making that passive income. And I was like, okay, how can I actually generate that? How can I do that? Because it's not like I can ask the company, okay, can you pay me like that better? It's like that was not really an option. So that's when I actually opened my eyes and they said, well, the only thing that is really going to happen here with the company is that either they are going to fire me someday, or I'm going to continue here, getting to the point in which they say, thank you very much, Daniel. This is the time for you to, in that time, they changed the rules here in Mexico, and I was not going to be able to have, as they say here, mi pension, like those payments that give you. I don't know how you call it in Spanish, but you get that uh, when
The same
you
pension,
retire. Pension
pension.
also? Okay, well, yeah, when you retire. And I was like, they changed the laws specifically in the year that I started working. So I was not going to get a pension. From my generation on, there's no pensions in Mexico. So that's terrible. Yeah. So I was like, okay, so there's no option here for me. So I actually realized, okay, I have to do something differently. Where can I actually make that kind of money? Because I wanted that lifestyle. I saw that those people, the franchisees, were not different from anyone else. They were not super mega intelligent. They didn't have a lot of studies. So I was like, okay, this is just a different way of making money. So when I finished with the company, I wanted to look for something different. I didn't go out looking for a job because I knew that it was gonna be the same cycle, you know. So I really was looking for something different. And talking to some friends, I found one that said, Daniel, I think that I have something that is gonna be interesting to you. I think that's what you're looking for. So we went to actually another franchise, you know, a coffee franchise. We went to Starbucks, and then he told me about For Life, and there is where he had this napkin presentation. You know them? I mean, like that they have the napkin, and then they have like this pen, and then he started making some circles and everything. And then when he started showing me how they made money, I'm like, that's what I made. I mean, that's the teams that I had. I mean, I saw the same organization that I had in the company, but it was not paying me that. So I was like, okay, you know, I think I can do that. So I went to a presentation now, like a formal one, to a hotel. And there is where I actually got connected to For Life. Yeah, there is where I actually saw, okay, this is something extremely different. I don't know anything about health and wellness, but if I learn English, I can learn about this too. Yeah, so I didn't see the potential of the product at the beginning until one of these little pluses came into my house. A big package came inside because, of course, I was like, okay, what's the best way? No, well, in that time it was not the fast start, but we had the business packages, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, I'll get one of those, which is the best one. Well, this one has a good variety of products. Okay, I bought it, not thinking about selling it, but thinking about wanting to learn about the products. I get all the products. And my mom was like, okay, which one is mine? I'm like, I don't know these things. Let's see which ones. And then I started checking about what the products would make. And this was the one that I gave my mom. For years, she had issues with her lungs because of my dad. My dad used to smoke a lot. He smoked in front of my mom all the time. So my mom was having those issues. So I told her, you know, this thing seems good for what you got, you know, and I think this is gonna help you out. Yeah. So she started taking it. In 2 months, the doctor says that she didn't have any more problems with her lungs anymore after years of having issues with that. So that's when I said, okay, wait, I think this product is more amazing than what I thought. And then I started learning a little bit more. And well, the story continues. If I continue, that's going to be a lot of information, but that was just the beginning. And then in the way, I met an amazing mentor, an amazing friend that is Arlene Melendez, that she's here. And she's the one that actually also, I went in my upline, I went like looking for someone that could actually connect me to help me out and everything. And she's in Puerto Rico. And she's the one that actually said, hey, Daniel, can I help you out? And we've been working together for a while. And I mean, that's the thing, that's the story. And thanks to that, now I am connected to an amazing man, yeah, that I knew from the beginning. I mean, I only saw him in pictures. I only saw him in different summits. And I was like, okay, wow, if I could ever do just something just a little bit similar to what that name Dave Daughtery, that man Dave Daughtery has done, is gonna be amazing. So I never, to tell you the truth, I never imagined that I could be hosting an event, virtual or in any kind, in which I would say I introduced you to Dave Daughtery. I mean, I followed him for such a while, different events. I saw him. I haven't seen him live, but well, live, like talking about presencia, like talking about like in person. But something that was amazing to me is that every single recording that I've seen, every single time that I've heard him, I've learned something new. So I invite you today to do the same, because the intention in which you're learning this Mentor Monday, it could be just like any other day, or it could be the day in which you listen to something that was just missing to make you and I and everyone else have like an amazing result in our business. So that's what I'm looking for today. And today is a special that even an eclipse is happening and moving all the world, but it's even more special because it's Dave's birthday today. Yes. And I want you to join me singing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dave.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dave. Yeah, we're very blessed that you were born, that you made that decision, and that you entered for life because that's why we're here. So thank
Thank
you
you.
very much for changing our lives. And I give you the microphone. And everyone in there in the chat, just give us some love for Dave. Lot of cards and everything, all that is necessary. Dave, thank you very much for everything we do. And we send you a lot of blessings, a big hug. I hope to give it to you personally in a very short time. Yeah. Congratulations. I'll give you the mic.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I love your story. This business is all about stories. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a beginning, and everybody has a journey. And Gabby and I are still traveling the journey. We've learned a lot over 25 years now. We're in our 26th year with For Life. And I was just thinking right now, as you were talking, Daniel, of all the experiences that we've had. It's been, and it still is, quite an interesting journey. We've hit a lot of bumps in the road, learning experiences, and success in anything in life, isn't a straight road up. You go through a lot of barriers, you hit a lot of speed bumps and things like, but that's where you learn, and I have to say that this journey that we're on, for me personally, the greatest thing of value, I would say, really has been watching other people's lives change. Physically, I've seen changes because the products have brought tremendous value. And if probably the best word is health span, in other words, given a much better quality of life to people by using our products. And then the opportunity. I've seen people's life change financially. We were in Ecuador a couple of weeks ago, and Juan Rosado comes up to me and just gives me a big hug and a kiss, you know, and he just said, "I love you, brother." And it put tears to my eyes because, it's nice to see the lives that have been changed because of a simple decision. Now, I don't know, had we not made the decision to join For Life back in 1998, obviously our organization began when we made that decision. And from there, people talk to people. And so there's a connection between all of us somewhere. It's possible that somebody else might have, you know, joined For Life, and you might have found out about it through somebody else somewhere, somehow, some way. But, we made that decision, and it's probably the best decision financially for sure. And also the best decision when it comes to establishing relationships and friendships with people, because, companies develop a culture. We have a culture at For Life. It's a culture of, as you can just tell right here, right now, of love, of caring, and we need some of that in the world today. This world, just over the weekend, things that I hear and see, every now and then. I hate the news, but I have to jump on it now and then just to stay somewhat informed. And to see what's happening is amazing around the world. A lot of uncertainty. Just the world's changing very fast, and so I feel it's so important, you guys, that we embrace this opportunity, the message that we deliver to people. All right. You have to make changes in your life to be a leader. You have to make change. And some people are already leaders and whatnot, but for most of us, including me, when I started, I had to embrace these changes. I had to establish confidence. I had to learn the ability to talk to someone and gain their friendship and then gain their trust and so forth. So there's a process to doing this. And last week we spoke about the pay plan. Why is the pay plan important? Because we're at an interesting time around the world. People need to survive. People need to know how they can make a little bit of extra money, for their families. So we have that. We have an amazing opportunity. But if we don't know how to explain it and we don't know how to share it with people, well, then how are they going to know? So knowledge makes us more confident. When you have some knowledge, you feel confident about what you're talking about. And that knowledge should generate some action, because the more you know, the more confident you are. and the more apt you are to talk about it because you're confident about it. And so we're going to get into the pay plan a bit today again. And then it's the action that leads to results. At the end of the day, we're all looking for results. So let's dive into the pay plan a little bit. We spoke about last week about a bit about the pay plan being seamless, meaning that no matter where in the world you are, we have life points. All right. Those life points, you know, there's a value on every product. So whatever product you purchase, there's a life point value. Well, our qualification to qualify to earn all your bonuses is 100 life points. That's your monthly investment in your business. It's in you. So you just consume the products with you and your family. And if for some reason you can't purchase 100 life points because you're so broke you can't even pay attention, I know that's how it was with me when I started. I was very broke. So, you know, if you can't, then you know what? You can sell 100 life points by using your app, using your website. Join 4Life, pay the $10. All right. And 10, I say $10. It's that way in Africa. I think it's $25 in the US. But that's your franchise. You now have a franchise. You can send your links. People can buy product on your account. All right. When you send a personal link to someone and you say, hey, stop drinking Red Bull, stop drinking Monster, try my product, and they make a purchase of energy, let's say, if you send them your account, they'll get to buy it at the wholesale price. You get the life points, right? So 100 life points. Now, if you've already purchased your 100 life points for the month, everything's month to month to month. We work on the calendar month. All right. So on the 31st of March, the month was over at midnight, and we start a new cycle again. So when you have your 100 life points done for the month, anything above that, you will earn 25% if you send your link to somebody, you send your website to somebody. Most people do things on a cell phone these days, but either way, it could be through the computer, sending your website, or sending a link from your cell phone using the 4Life app, and they make a purchase. And here's what's cool. They can live just about anywhere in the world. Europe, US, Canada, South America, Asia. You send a link and they make a purchase, you earn 25%. Now, if you've already done your 100 life points and you make a purchase for yourself, in other words, you're not sending a link to someone, you're just logging into your account and you make a purchase and you're already at 100 life points, you will receive an instant discount. Now, I remember the day where we never got a discount. You did get a rebate, but it came in your check. So you might have to wait a month to get that back. Now you don't. It's instant. All right. Now, I understand that in Kenya and some other markets, it still is a rebate. It comes in your check because 4Life doesn't have a corporate office. Therefore, they don't bank over there in Kenya. But in the rest of the world, where 4Life has their corporate markets, you do receive that instant rebate upon your purchase once you've done your 100 life points. So again, it's a 100 life point program. You guys, when I started in the 80s, early 80s, the programs that I was in, the first two programs, one was $1,000 minimum to start, and the other was $5,000. $5,000 just to join, you see. Now, yeah, you would make a little bit more money by selling a $5,000 package, but it was a sell, all right? This is simple. It really is simple, all right? But when people ask you how the money is made, you need to understand a little bit. So what I want to do now is I'm going to open up the brochure. We're going to get into a little bit some of the beginning rewards that you can earn, okay? Gabby put this halo in front of me here. She said that I was looking a bit dark. So I'm going to move it because I'm going to be sharing my screen here. And let me get into screen sharing mode. Before we move into some of the actual bonuses, does anybody have any questions on the qualification of 100 life points. Any questions at all? All right. And Jillian, I know you know the pay plan real well, but if I miss something, jump in, throw it out at me, okay? Because I want to make sure everyone understands this. And here's the other thing I want to say, you guys. Look, you don't have to know it all to make money. All right. This is a earn while you learn program. All right. So while you're learning, as long as you're out talking to people and you're selling some product by sending your link and you're signing people up by sponsoring them, you're going to make money. All right. I understand that at some point you do want to strategize a little bit, and we'll get into that a little bit today as well. The difference between 3-level volume, your 3 levels of business, and structure. Okay. So let me open this up real quick, share my screen. And you should all be able to see the Life Rewards Plan brochure. Let me scroll down a little bit here real quick. We talked about the instant discount. All right. So I'm just going to touch on my shop again real quick. When you sell a product on your My Shop by sending your link to someone around the world, whether they're next door to you or they're around the world, all right, you earn your 25%. Your upline also gets rewarded. All right. So that's how the upline gets rewarded. You get your 25, your sponsor or the next person up above that qualifies. If they don't qualify, they miss out. They get nothing. If they do their 100 life points, they get 12%. And the next one above them gets 5. And then it continues paying upline. Understand, I call it the tree or the network pays 58%. So it's going to keep paying upline until it hits 58%. At that point, it ends. It's not a pyramid, you see. So when people think it's a pyramid, I say, you're wrong. I mean, I have millions every month outside of my pay line. I don't get paid on it. It's okay. Someone in my network gets paid on it. The company pays out the full 58%. They paid out. So if I'm not getting it, someone else is getting it in my organization. That's why I've got over 200 millionaires. Gabby and I were about 200 and I think it's like 212, 215 millionaires now in our organization. Make a lot of money, you see. So someone gets paid. It'll pay the full 58%. All right. Now let's talk real quick rapid rewards. And again, I have to separate, the Africa from the rest of the world, because where 4Life has corporate offices, these rapid rewards pay out daily. All right. Every single day, 4Life pays. Now, a lot of companies don't do that. The reason they don't do it is because they don't have the cash flow. They've got debt. They have to pay their debts. So they try to keep that money each month to float it, and then they pay you monthly. We pay every day. 4Life has no debt. So they want to pay us. They want to give you your money quick. You send a link to someone, as long as you've done your 100 life points. If you've not done your 100 life points, then whatever they purchase will be applied toward your 100 life points. Once you hit that 100 life points, at that point, 25% is paid to you. Generally, it's the following day. Could be the day after, depends if it's a weekend and so forth. But it pays very quickly. So I tell people, you want to make some money fast? Start sending links all over the world. Talk to your friends and family, no matter where they are. All right. As long as it's a corporate market, okay, and they buy product, you will get that put in your 4Life account. Okay. And therefore, you can go ahead and take it. You pay yourself. 4Life drops it into your 4Life account. Then you send it to your bank. If you're in Africa, it'll pay out on your monthly payout that you receive. But you can see it. You can see it in your if you log on and you've done your 100 life points and you send a link to someone in London and they make a purchase, you'll see it sitting in your 4Life account. The money's there. All right. It just pays out monthly over in Africa as opposed to daily. All right. So same applies to rapid rewards, so you know. Okay. 25% would go to you. All right. And then your sponsor will get 12. The next one gets 5 and so forth. That's how the rapid rewards work. Okay. So let's get into Fast Start real quick. Fast Start. 4Life put this program together for people that really want to go fast, go far, and make more money. So if you're talking to someone about the business, make sure that you do them the justice by telling them that if they purchase a fast start package or 400 life points, they get the choice. The difference is if they purchase a package that's already prepared, they'll get a little bit more of a discount on it, and they get a computer bag, a 4Life bag. If they decide they want to go a la carte and choose their own products, as long as it's not cumulative, they can't buy 100 and 100. It's got to be a 400 life point purchase one time. If they do that, they're in the fast start. What does fast start mean? It means as you move up rank, and we'll get into the ranks in a minute, you earn more money. They're added bonuses. Now, if you add this all up, these added bonuses, when you hit a diamond, it's $200. You hit diamond elite, it's $300. Presidential diamond, $500. So if you're purchasing a package, and as opposed to investing, let's say, $160 to $200 in your business, now you're investing maybe $600. Well, think about it. Just get yourself the diamond elite. You get 1 year. You get an entire year. All right. So at any point in time, if you hit diamond and then diamond elite, it's cumulative. You'll get 200 and you get 300. If you did it in the first month, you get 500. You're going to get the 2 and you're going to get the 300. So right there, you've got your money back. Okay. Anything above and beyond that is gravy. And keep in mind, you got product. You can sell that product and make more money, or you can use it as samples. I tell people, look, come in the fast start, choose some samples. Pick some Energy Go sticks, maybe the collagen, all right, Rio Vita sticks, all right, that you want to give to some people, have them try the products. Invest in your business. It's a one-time investment, all right? You don't have to keep buying 400 life points, one time only. So if you add all this up, you're talking $42,000 of extra money, extra, that you can earn by being in the fast start. So don't miss, when you're talking to somebody, please don't miss out. Don't not tell them, because if it was me and I was joined 4Life and I was not told about the fast start, I'd be upset with my sponsor. I'd be saying, you just made me lose $42,000. It's a lot of money. So yeah, I want to know all the options I have. The other thing about fast start, we're going to get into the builder bonus right now. The builder bonus doubles the first time you reach level 1, level 2, and level 3. So when you reach level 1 the first time, normally you get $50. Okay, you'll get 100. It's double on the first pay. Every month after that, if you're in the builder bonus, it's $50 on level 1. But you get 100 for the first time. It doubles. When you hit level 2 for the first time, rather than $200, it's $400. So it doubles also. All right. When you hit level 3 on the builder bonus, it's not 800, it's 1,600. So it's double the first time you hit each level. Okay. So let's go ahead now and talk about the builder bonus. Let me see if I can magnify this a little bit more here. There we go. The builder bonus was designed for for new people getting started. It gives you a goal. Anybody, anywhere today can sponsor 3 people. 3. Get out and sponsor 3 people. Now, this is where Africa has an advantage in a way. In the rest of the world, the way that you join loyalty, because the builder bonus is based on loyalty affiliates. When you join, make sure you're on loyalty. Loyalty around the world, except Africa, means that you have to, whether it's through the app or whether it's through the website, you have to go in and you have to enroll in the loyalty. You select your products that you want on loyalty. You can change it with a touch of a button from your cell phone if you want. Gabby changes ours every month. All right. Change what you want, but it has to be a minimum of 100 life points. Then you are a loyalty affiliate. All right. If you choose 125 life points, you get a free product every month. In our family, myself, Gabby, our kids, we're all on 125 because we want the free products. All right. Now, you also receive, by being a loyalty member, 15% of your LifePoint order every month, 15% in loyalty reward points, kind of like frequent flyer miles. So let's say, to keep it simple, you're on a 100 loyalty order every month. You've enrolled, you're on it every month. You'll get 15 life points every month for free. I have right now in my account about 1,300 life points. I don't know why I have not used them. I should start using them, but I think for fun, see if it gets to 10,000 life points, you know? But the point is this: every month, 15% you get for free. Now, in Africa, the loyalty program works like this. You just have to have 100 life points on your account, run through, and it can be cumulative through your account by the 20th day of the month. Okay. On the end of the 20th day, the computer will look at all the Africa distributors and say, how many of you have done your 100 life points? You could have done, 25 life points 4 times. As long as you have 100 by the 20th, you're a loyalty member. You too get your 15% and you're considered a loyalty affiliate. Okay, back to the builder bonus now. It's based on loyalty affiliates. If you're a loyalty affiliate and you have 3 people that you've enrolled, okay, now keep in mind, you have to enroll them and you have to sponsor them. Okay, we talked about this last week. You can enroll somebody, but you might choose to put them down under someone else, which I don't recommend at all. We'll get into that in a little bit. But you could. As far as the builder bonus goes, you have to be the enroller and the sponsor. They have to be right under you, level 1. Okay. So if you have 3 people enrolled and they're loyalty, and your team, which is you and all the people you sponsor, right? So that means your first level, have 600 life points total. So 600 life points total. You're on loyalty, 3 people on loyalty. You are now a level 1 builder bonus earner. And that's every month. The purpose of the builder bonus is retention. Retain your people on loyalty. As long as you retain 3. Now you can have others, of course, and that helps add up to the 600. But if you've got, let's say that you've got 3 people and they're all on 125 and you're on 125. Well, right there's 500, right? Actually, it's more than that. You got, no, it's 500 life points. You plus your 3 would be 125 times 4 would be 500 life points. 500 life points. So you need 100 life points somewhere on your team to have your 600. Level 1, $50. Now, if you're in the fast start, $100 first time. Then after that, every single month on top of your earnings, you'll get an extra $50. Now, duplicate that. Teach your people to do the same. Help them get their 3. Be a good sponsor. All right. Serve your people well. If they're talking to someone and they bring them to the table, you want to jump in and meet them, befriend them. All right. Begin a relationship, establish friendship, then establish trust working with them. But if you work with your 3 and help them get 3, now you have 9, correct? 9 on your second level. That's level 2 builder bonus if they're on loyalty. You see? So if you help the 3 people that you brought in, help them become loyalty affiliates, you've duplicated that. Now, on top of earning your commissions, on top of earning the 25% on any links you send around the world, all right, you're going to earn an extra $200 every month. Now, if you're in the fast start, the first time you hit level 2 builder bonus, you'll get $400. And then it'll be $200 after that every single month. You can duplicate that one more time, which means if those 9, if they all get on loyalty and have people on their 3 on loyalty, to be 27. We're talking a team, a complete team of 40. if it took you a year, if it took you 2 years to do it, 40 people on a team and everyone's on loyalty, doing their loyalty, you will earn an extra $800 every month. Add that up annually. $9,600 in your pocket every single year, extra, on top of all commissions, on top of all my shop, 25% my shop sells, right? So this builder bonus was designed to help people with a goal. 3, me and my 3, all right? So that's the builder bonus. Any questions on builder bonus before we move into the ranks, the levels? Any questions at all? Nope. Okay. Let's move on now to qualifications. One of the things I love about the For Life program, the Life Rewards program, is that the very beginning of the program, there is really no structure requirement. It's just based on volume. So in other words, to become an associate, and by the way, associate really is a big milestone. That's sponsoring your first person. You're in business. When someone joins For Life, just so you all know, they're considered a customer, preferred customer, everybody. So when you sign someone up and you're thinking, oh, I got my first distributor, what you really have is your first customer. All right. Once they enroll somebody at that point, they're now able to earn money just by joining For Life. They don't necessarily have an income. They've not sponsored anybody. They've not sold anything. All right. Now, if you're a preferred customer, you still can send your link out to people if they make a purchase. All right. And money might be put on your For Life account, but to get that to you, to your bank, all right, you need to be an actual affiliate. So what that money is used for is purchasing more product. As a preferred customer, you can have money put into your For Life account, but that has to be used to buy products. Now, associate, one person you enroll. Once that happens, you now move from preferred customer to associate or affiliate. Okay. Now start making money. Okay. You do get your 25%, by the way. When you sign up that first person, you're going to get 25% rapid reward on enrolling them. Okay. As long as you've done your 100 life points. Builder. That's me and my 3. That's why we call it the builder bonus. Once you've enrolled 3 people, you're a builder. All right. 3 people that purchase 100 life points. Keep in mind, we're talking qualified affiliates. That's 100 life points. Builder elite, you have your 3 people that do 100. Now there's a 3-level requirement. So just volume in your 3 levels. Level 1, the people you sponsor. Level 2, the people they sponsor. And level 3, the people they sponsor. So 3-level volume, you must have a minimum of 1,000 life points. It can all be in one leg. You can have sponsored 3 people and only one of your people is actually active building. And maybe it happens to be someone who's really big on selling product and they just sell 1,000 life points. Great, doesn't matter. As long as it's a total of 1,000 life points in 3 levels. Diamond, the same applies. You have to have 6 people that you enroll now. So you've enrolled 6 and you have a total of 3,000 life points in 3 levels of business. And it can all come from one leg. You could have enrolled 6 people. Only one of your people is really building and they're doing the remaining life points. They're doing what, 2,400 life points or 2,300 because you get to count your 100 yourself. Enroll 6, there's 600. So you plus the 6, there's 700 life points. As long as there's 2,300 life points somewhere in your organization in 3 levels, you're a diamond. Okay. So getting to diamond really is just based upon volume. Now we'll show you the pay in a minute on how each of these levels pay. Let's talk about diamond elite now. That's where leadership comes in. That's where you have to have some structure. You can't just depend on one leg only. This is the building process. And this is why I really like this business, because you have to have some skills, right? If you're going to start building some structure, all right, you're sponsoring people, you're talking to some people, you got 2 people in your organization that want to, they've raised their hand. I want to do the business. I want to do it. I want to make money. Work with them. All right. Inspire them, keep them motivated, bring them, get them to the table. All right. Diamond Elite simply means you now have 5,000 life points in 3 levels, but you have to have 2 builder elites. All right. And they have to be in separate legs. They can't be in the same leg. So now you got to have something going on in 2 legs. You can't be dependent on 1 leg. Look at the builder elite. So if you got 1 person with 1,000 over here, 1 person with 1,000 over here, and you got 5,000 total, guess what? You are now a diamond elite. If you're in the fast start, that's an extra $500 in your pocket. Presidential diamond, that's really where things really start to kick into gear, because now you're going to start making money on your structure, start really seeing some money. Presidential diamond means you build 2 separate legs with diamonds. Okay? So if you look at diamond, each diamond has to have 3,000 life points. So if you got 1 leg over here and 1 leg over here, that's 6,000 life points right there. You have to have a total of 10,000 in your 3 levels of business. Now, I want to say this about the 3 levels. In my 25 years, between structure and 3 levels of business, I've seen people struggle more with the 3 levels of business. And here's why. Because management mode is a lot easier and simpler than recruiting mode. In other words, once you've got somebody down below you working, oh, it's easy to show up, just show up. I'm here. You need me? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Just show up. Whereas when you're in recruiting mode, you're actively working on a regular basis. You're looking for new people. You're sponsoring new people. You're active all the time. All right. Well, what generally happens is the person you sponsor is not your superstar. In the beginning, you don't know that. We hope they are. We want them to be. But many times they get started and they're fired up. They're going. Things are going great. First month goes by, they've sponsored 4 people. Second month goes by, they sponsored another 4 people. Third month goes by, and all of a sudden they start to fizzle out a little bit. Has that happened to anybody? I've been doing this for 43 years. It's happened to me a lot. So what I do, I make sure I get to know the people that they bring to the table. That way, if they fizzle out, the one I sponsored, I have a relationship with all the people that they brought to the table. And somewhere down the line, you find somebody that wants to build the business. Now, I'm not going to say every time that happens. You might have somebody that brings 10 people to the table, and all 10 of the people they brought to the table are just customers. None of them want to build the business. It happens all the time. But at some point in time, things change. If you've got a system that you're working and you're following up with people, you're connected to them through WhatsApp, you're talking to them on the phone, getting them to come to the meetings and so forth, especially in today's world where people need to make money. All right, their jobs aren't secure anymore. Guess what? Things change. That's why follow-up is critical. But the point I want to make is this: make sure you know the people on level 2 and level 3. Because those people down there, you're going to find someone that wants to build the business, and they might want to build it even more than you. They might be stronger, more experienced than you. It's okay. That's what makes it so wonderful. There's nothing wrong with having someone in your downline that makes more money than you. That's a good thing, actually. All right. So pay attention to your 3 levels, because what I see happen the most is all of a sudden someone downline starts building and working, and they get to diamond, and they get to presidential diamond, and you're just a builder. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying just a builder. You're a builder. But the point is, you're leaving money on the table. All right? And you'll see that in just a minute. I see all the time. I can show you right now some of our downline, Gabby's downline, for example. She's got a number of people on her first level. They're associates. They've got 1 person only. And guess what? that one person is doing 500,000 life points in the downline. Now, it doesn't really begin until you get down to like level 6, level 7. That's where it really takes off. But the people up above are either associates, builders. I think there's one presidential and a couple of diamonds. But down below, there's golds. All right. So what's my point again? You've got to consistently keep your 3-level volume. Okay, you got to work it, because as you move up rank, you'll see presidential diamond, it's 10,000. See that? Presidential elite, it's 15,000. Okay. And as you move up, once you hit bronze, it never changes. It's 20,000 from bronze, bronze elite, silver, silver elite, gold, gold elite, platinum, and platinum elite. Why does it never go higher than 20,000? Because maintaining 20,000 life points in 3 levels takes some effort, and to keep it maintained. Now, how's the best way to maintain it? Have someone on your first level that you sponsor, level 1, and help them get to bronze, and they're making money. They're going to keep doing their 20,000. So they're going to contribute to your 20,000 a good amount. Like in my case, I have Jeff Outgilbers. If Jeff does not do his 20,000 life points, he'll drop from platinum elite to presidential elite. You know how much money he'd be losing? If I had to guess, I'd probably say $100,000 a month. Guess who it'll go to? Yours truly. Wouldn't that be? I don't want to say it. It wouldn't be a birthday present, because I want Jeff to be successful. All right. That's what makes this so great, though, is that as you work with your people and help them, you get them locked in, so to speak. All right. But it never goes over 20,000, because we know your focus is leadership. You're now working with your people, helping them move up rank. All right. So let me go back here real quick. As you can see, builder is 3. You've enrolled 3. Builder elite still stays at 3. Just the 3-level volume is 1,000 now. Diamond is 6. 3,000 in volume. Diamond elite, still 6 people you enroll, 5,000 in volume in 3 levels. But now presidential, it goes up by 2. You have to enroll 8 people. You have to have 10,000 life points, and you have to have 2 diamonds in separate legs, but they can be anywhere in the leg, you guys. You don't have to be the people you sponsor. Your diamond could be down on level 20 down below. All right. So once you identify someone in the downline that's serious, that wants to build, help them move up rank. All right. And they may not be on your first level, but at least you're helping with some structure. So yes, in the beginning, you are working your 3 levels and building some leadership. All right. Presidential elite still stays at 8, but now you have to have 15,000 life points and 2 diamond elite legs. So the key is helping your people move up rank. If they move up rank, that's going to help you move up rank. Bronze, now you have to have 10 people enrolled, 20,000 life points, and you have to have 2 legs of presidential diamonds. Bronze elite, 10 people enrolled, still stays the same. 20,000 life points. You have to have 3 presidential. So now you have to have 3 legs. What's important here is that you want, as you build your business, always think me and my 3, me and my 3. You want to have 3 legs where you're building your network. I've always said, when it's said and done, at the end of the day, you platinum elite making $200,000 a month. You're still going to count on one hand 5 people that you brought in. It might be 3, could be 3, probably be 4 or 5 that you personally brought in that are your lifelong leaders. All right. The ones that you sponsored that have made a major contribution. And even if they're not around anymore, they might be, you've sponsored them. They got in the game, they worked the business, and down below, it led to another platinum or a gold. All right. But you're going to count 5. And really, all you need is 3 separate legs. Okay. So as a bronze elite, you got 3 presidential legs. Silver, you have to turn those into presidential elite legs to get to silver. To be a silver elite, you have to have 3 bronze legs. To be a gold, you have to have 3 bronze legs. But what happens now is look at the volume. You have to go from 175,000 life points, your entire organization. That's everybody. All right. Gold, 250. Now we just broke a new gold in Russia last month. That means he might have already had the 250,000. I don't know. I haven't looked at the report. 250,000 life points, but he has 3 bronze legs. Gold elite, you have to have 3 silver legs. The 20,000 stays the same, but you also have to have 500,000 life points in your entire organization. Platinum means you have 12 people enrolled, 20,000 life points, and 3 golds. Now, you guys, you don't have to memorize all this stuff, but I think it's really important to understand how to get to diamond. Build diamonds to start with, and then identify which diamonds want to become presidentials and help them become a presidential diamond. All right. But the first goal, diamond, 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 get to diamond. All right. Now let's talk about the commissions real quick. 4Life pays 58%, as I said earlier, in the network. As an associate, you will earn 2 levels of your business, 2 and 25%. Once you get 3, you get 3 levels deep, 2, 25, and 5%. Now, our entire pay plan pays 64%, 58% in the tree or the network, 2% builder bonus money. That's extra money that you're paid on. It comes from the entire global sales, right? That you can earn your $50, $200, $800 in the builder bonus, all right? 3% in premier pools. Premier pools don't begin until you become a bronze. Once you're a bronze, you start getting 1 share of the premier pool. As you move up rank, they double. So it goes from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32. All right. And then at 32, then you're platinum after that. But 3% is paid in premier pool money. Again, that's global money that's paid to you extra on top of your commissions. And then 1% is paid on trips. Okay. The trips are every 6 months. There's one coming up in June to the Dominican Republic called Punta Cana, Cap Cana. Okay. So let's talk real quick about how 4Life Pay Plan pays on the percentages. As a builder, 2, 25, 5. That's 32%, you guys. Half of our pay plan is in the first 3 levels. That's why it's important to have a requirement in those 3 levels. If 4Life had no requirement, all right, if they just said, well, if you got a diamond down here and a diamond down there, you're qualified as a bronze or a presidential diamond, let's say. Well, if your volume, if there's nothing in the first 3 levels, what's 32% of 0 or 32% of 100? It's nothing. So guess what? Can't make any money in 4Life. They pay 32% in the first 3 levels. I don't have much business in the first 3 levels, so I don't get paid anything. That's why we have a requirement of 3,000, well, 1,000, then 3,000, then 5,000, then 10,000, then 20,000. That's that's bread and butter money, by the way. All right. That's solid. It stays the same as you move up rank. Those first 3 levels never, ever change. I lived on those 3 levels of business as I was starting my 4Life business. I love the fact that it's stable. All right. That's why, and that's called unilevel, by the way. It's the unilevel part of our plan, the 2, 25, 5. From Builder Elite up to Platinum Elite, it's the same. 2, 25, 5. All right. Now, what changes is you start getting paid more levels deeper as you move up rank. That's why some people are making a lot of money when they have a mature business that's got volume down below. And some people leave money on the table. Like one of the people that's frontline to Gabby. Gabby's level 1, is just an associate, yet does 500,000 life points down below. Only gets paid on 2 levels, 225. If that person got to bronze, they'd be getting paid probably almost on their entire organization with a check of, I don't know, 25,000 a month maybe. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. All right, that's just the way it is. Don't try to figure it out. You know, why do geese fly south for the winter? I don't know. I don't know how they do it. They just do it. I'm not going to try to figure it out. All right. So as a diamond, you start earning a level 4. But from there, from level 4 down, we call those infinity bonuses. What does that mean, infinity bonus? It means that if you're the diamond and you've got no diamond below you, that leg, you'll earn 2, then 25. These are all 100 life point qualifiers. All right. So level 1, level 2, level 3, 2, 25, 5. And on level 4, 6. Level 5, 6. Level 6, 6 forever. All right. As long as you're the diamond and there's no diamond down in that leg, you get it all, 6%. Okay. But once a diamond breaks below you, guess what? They take it away. You'll always get 6% on level 4 and maybe level 5, maybe level 6. It just depends on where the diamond is. If the diamond's on your first level, all right, then you're going to get 2, 25, 5, 6. From then on, they're the one getting the infinity bonus. But guess what? You've got a diamond leg. Make sure you get another diamond leg, and guess what happens? You can become a presidential, but on the way to presidential, you can be a diamond elite. So if you're a diamond elite and you've got diamonds below you, the company always pays 12% on that first infinity level. 12 gets paid out by the company. If you're a diamond, you're going to get 6 of it. If you're a diamond elite, someone else might get the 6, but you get 2. All right. The company's always going to pay 12. Once you get to presidential, hang on a second here. There we go. Presidential diamond. All right. It's now 12%. See presidential right here? 12%. As I stated, 4Life always pays 12% on that 4th level, or generation we call it now because it's infinity. If you're a diamond, you get 6. The upline presidential would get the other 6. Or if it's a diamond elite, they will get 2. All right. And the presidential up above would get 4. But it's going to pay 12. 12% will either get cut up between a diamond elite, and the presidential, or if you are the presidential diamond and you have a leg and there's no diamond in that leg, because you might have a leg over here with a diamond and a leg over here with no diamond, but you've got 2 diamond legs but no diamond here, and you're presidential, you'll get 12, 12, 12, 12, 12 forever in that leg until a diamond breaks. When a diamond breaks, they'll take 6. So now you're going to get 6, they're going to get 6. You split it. When they get to diamond elite, they'll get 8, you'll get 4. And then when they get to presidential, at that point, if you are a presidential with presidentials below you, as you can see right here, 3% is paid and 3% is paid. But here's the difference now. These are generations, all right? And this may sound confusing. A generation is simply a group of people, because presidential diamonds, they're going to have associates, and they're going to have builders, and they're going to have diamonds and diamond elites and so forth. So as their group starts to mature and grow, that 3% you're earning is on top of the group. All right. So you're still getting your 2, 25, 5, guaranteed 12 on the 4th level, guaranteed. All right. And that's infinity paid. So if there's no presidential in that leg, all right, 12% will get paid out. You might get all 12. You might get half because there's a diamond, or you might get 4% because there's a diamond elite. But in a presidential diamond leg, you're now going to get 3% of that group. Now, it might be small starting out, But as it matures, like if you take some of the people that Gabby and I have in our downline, there's people down there, like I said, that are doing 20 and 30,000 life points a month, and they're not even a presidential diamond. So it just gets passed up to us. Okay. So as a presidential, you're guaranteed your 12% on level 4 and 2 groups or generations of presidentials below you. Now, for most people, they're looking at the next few years of getting paid on everything in your downline, everything. Because if you think about it, if you're presidential, you're guaranteed to get paid through 2 more presidentials, guaranteed. All right. Get yourself to bronze, and guess what happens? Presidential elite, by the way, when you become a presidential elite, as you can see, the pay plan doesn't change. What does change? You win another trip. And if you're in the fast start, you get an added fast start bonus, more money. Okay. But you earn a trip from presidential diamond up. So every time you move up rank, presidential elite, bronze elite, silver elite, you're going to get another trip for 2 people for free. Okay. So that's the difference between a presidential and presidential elite, getting a fast start bonus and getting a new trip. Now let's talk about bronze. As a bronze, what happens is there's a few things that really start to happen. One, the door widens. What do I mean by the door widening? Now, let's say that you were a presidential diamond and you had 4 presidentials below you. You're getting blocked because you're going to get paid on 2 of them. They're groups. The other 2 groups down below, like the 2 deep presidentials, you weren't getting paid on those. All right. Well, as a bronze, now you will, because you're only blocked by someone of the same level as you. So if you move up a level to bronze, everything is in your pay now. Everything. And if you look at it right here, you can see 2, 25, 5, 12, 3, 3. See these 2s? 2, 2. So For Life will always pay 2 bronzes. Always. Well, if you're a bronze with no bronze below you, you're going to get paid on everything. If you're a bronze with 1 bronze below you, you're still getting paid on everything. For Life pays 2, you and one of the others. Okay. But if you have a 3rd bronze down below, now you're getting blocked. You're still going to get paid a lot of money, but there's more money on the table if you want it. You work to get yourself to gold. Now, from bronze to bronze elite, again, nothing changes in the pay, but you earn another trip. And if you're in the fast start, you're going to get a nice hefty bonus. I think the fast start now you're talking about $2,000 or something like that as a bronze elite. All right. So now what you want to do is get yourself to gold. But even as a silver, it does what changes again is a silver. You do, by the way, earn more Premier Pool shares. They double. So from bronze, it's 1 share. Bronze elite is 2. What does that equate to in money? It varies depending on the global volume and how many people, because it's divided amongst people. But just to keep it simple, let's just say 500 for 1 share. Bronze elite, another 500, it doubles. So it's 1,000. Silver, it doubles again. So now you're talking 2,000. Silver elite, it doubles again, talking 4,000. Gold, it doubles again, you're talking 8,000. Gold elite doubles again, you're talking 16,000. So that's what you're earning every month in Premier Pool shares. Well, let's go back to the network. As a gold, look at now, 2, 25, 12, 3, 3, 2, 2, and there's another 2. That's where the pay plan maximizes. But For Life always, every month, will pay 2 golds. If you're a gold with no gold below you, again, you're getting paid on everything. And trust me, you probably will be getting paid on everything for almost the rest of your life. All right? Because you can build another 1 gold below you. 2 are going to get paid. If it's you and another gold, you're still getting paid on everything. It's where that 3rd gold down below breaks. All right? At that point, you could be blocked on some volume. But you know what? Look, at that point, you're already making like what, 35 to, I've got golds making over 100,000 a month. But let's just say it's 35,000 a month. All right. That's great money. And you've got great security, you see, because if you've got people below you, golds below you, if they don't qualify, guess what happens? The money goes up, you see. So I like it that I've got insurance down below of millions of life points. If someone up above misses a qualification, I'll know it immediately. I'll see like a $50,000 bump up in my income, all right, that month. And, you know, honestly, I just love the fact there's people below me making money. It gives me security, feels good. So let's talk about platinum real quick. Platinum, at that point, you earn in a 1% pool. That's for the people that hit that top level. Last month, it was $70,000 extra. That's divided amongst the platinum. Each got 70,000, right? On top of the rest of the income. And from gold up to platinum elite, there's what's called the President's Club. Now, the President's Club is something that David Lisenby decided to do years back. That's not even part of the pay plan. I mean, it is as you see it, but it's not part of the 64%. He pays it out of his pocket to us for being in the President's Club. How much is it? Well, it depends on shares because it is also based on shares. But for platinums, it's about $60,000. All right, so $60,000 every 9 months because it pays at convention and it pays for the gold getaway trip. So every 18 months, you get an extra $60,000. If you're gold, I think it runs there probably about an extra 15,000 to 20,000. So it's just extra money. All right. But that's the President's Club. And you can tell the President's Club, by the way, if you go to forlife.com and you click on recognition, like let me show you right here. Can you guys still see my Google Chrome? If somebody wants, okay. So if you go to forlife.com and you click on About For Life and you scroll down to Success, just click on Learn More. Can you guys still see this?
Yes.
Okay. So click on Recognition and you can click on President's Club and there you can see PC means President's Club. These are all people in the President's Club. Okay. So, and I believe it tells even the levels. Yeah. So that's the President's Club. So with that, did I confuse everybody? Hopefully, look, you guys, here's the thing. I'm a very visual person. So, you know, when I look at it on paper and stuff, but what's important to know is this really, how to get to diamond. Know that For Life is going to pay 58% in the tree, in the network. Okay. So the way money pays, it doesn't pay down, it pays up. Somebody buys a For Life product and it's going to go 2, 25, 5, 12, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's your 58%. Okay. And those are all based on 100 life point qualifiers. If in between someone doesn't do their 100 life points, it just goes to the next one up above that does. That's called dynamic compression. We have compression. So if you're talking to someone and they say, do you have compression in your pay plan? Absolutely, we do. All right. So that way you're guaranteed you're going to get paid, whether it's the person right below you or below them. 100 life point qualifiers. So if somebody buys 50 life points, they're not a qualifier, but yet you'll get paid. All right. That's how that works. There is no compression though with qualification. There's no compression. Here's why. And I think I explained this last week, but I'll say it again. This always comes up. All right. People say, Dave, you know, my 3-level volume, you know, is only like 16,000, but on level 4, I've got all this volume. All right. Why doesn't it roll up? Because I got somebody on my front line. They're doing nothing. They don't even buy 100 life points. And my answer to them is this. Let's pretend there was qualification or there was compression. All right. Let's take Jillian. Let's say Jillian sponsors me, Dave. I'm on level 1. And all of a sudden on Jillian's 4th level, she's got 1,000 life points down there. If I didn't buy anything, let's pretend there was compression. That means level 4 would go up to level 3 because I've done nothing, right? Well, Jillian is really happy now because that 1,000 life points that move up makes her a bronze. She's excited. She barely made bronze, but like 200 life points, but she did it because of the compression. But let's just say that it's March 31st, 11:30 at night. Jillian's gone to bed because she's out in the Caribbean Ocean and she's asleep. I, Dave, decide to place my 100 life point order. I get on my app. I order 2 bottles of Transfer Factor Plus and do my 100. What did I just do? I just bumped Jillian's compression of 1,000 life points back down to level 4. She wakes up the next morning and finds out the month's over. She didn't make bronze. She just missed out on a whole bunch of money. She didn't get a bonus. She didn't get any Premier Pool shares. Do you think she's going to be happy? She's angry at 4Life and she's angry at me. The one she sponsored, the one that brought people in that's doing the volume, because the only reason she got to them was through me. She should be loving me, not hating me. So now she's angry at me because I did 100 life points. That doesn't work. That's why there's no compression when it comes to qualifying. So what's the rule of thumb? You guys, don't put people below people when you're starting out. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. I understand that you want to motivate someone. The only time that would ever work is if you're so sure that by you putting this person under someone, that person, the beneficiary that's receiving the new person, jumps in, establishes a leadership role, starts working with them, and basically that way you have duplicated yourself quickly and you can move on. They're that good that they take on that role and they bond with that person. But generally that doesn't happen because the one that you brought in, that you put below, has bonded with you. They know you. You're the reason they came in the first place. So guess what's going to happen? When they have questions, they need support, you think they're going to call the sponsor, the one you put them under? No, they're going to call you. Unless they like the person you put them below more than they like you. And that can happen, all right? It's happened where you're so confident that this person that you're putting, them below is so good. They're going to be such a great leader. They're going to jump in and they're going to start working with that person and developing that person. Then yes, it can work. But 9 out of 10 times, doesn't. Then you get upset because the volume starts growing, but it's down below your 3 levels. And now you wish you had not done that. So get your 3 levels established. Once you're at 20,000 life points in 3 levels, at that point, do whatever you want. You strategize. If you're building a region and you got a bunch of people over in a certain market, yeah, find a leader and put them all below that leader. There's nothing wrong with that, but make sure your 3 levels are solid. So we've gone on now 20 minutes over the hour, and I apologize. Any questions at all on any of the pay plan? You guys are, hopefully your eyes haven't glazed over. So Jillian, what do you think?
I'd like to put out a question. I mean, it's a lot of information, in the last couple presentations that you put out there. I'd like to get some feedback on what would help people understand the compensation plan in a simpler manner. What tools or what kind of communications would you like to have to help you understand it, but also maybe a potential prospect to understand the potential at a quicker manner? And if you don't want to answer me now, that's fine. Maybe just message me on WhatsApp or message me directly through Facebook. And I'd love for you to give me some feedback so maybe we can help support you.
Yolanda has a question, which we'll
Yes.
answer her question here. Let me unmute Yolanda. But before Yolanda asks her question, I want to say this. I don't see Yolanda. Where's Yolanda? Let's see here. There she is right there.
There
Okay,
she is,
Yolanda,
there she is, yeah.
I'm unmuting you. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Yolanda. And regarding Jillian, what you just said, I feel that we should have like 3 sections of the pay plan: beginner, intermediate, and expert, or whatever you want to call that level. All right. The beginner level is really how you can make $500 to $1,000 in for life. The intermediate level is for people that now want to start building some leadership. They want to duplicate. So it's not just about moving product. It's about building people. So you move from selling bottles to moving people. All right. That's networking. That's establishing a network. And level 3, that's where strategies kind of come in about, you know, and that third would basically be bronze and above. Okay. So that's where all of a sudden you need to really start. You've declared yourself a leader and you want to start building some strong leaders below you. I don't think we want to get into that portion of it when you're talking to a brand new person. Like we got some, I think we got Trisha said, welcome to Warimu Nyokabi. Excuse me if I didn't pronounce correctly. And she may be new, whereas a new person hearing all this right now is like, oh my gosh, my head is spinning. I apologize, but we haven't done this in a long time, years, gotten into the depths of the pay plan. But I think the best way to do it is to make it available in those 3 levels. What do you think?
I like it.
So we need to work on that.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Trisha. So let's go ahead, Yolanda, and go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, David, thank you very much. It's been a lot of information for sure. I'm gonna need to watch you a couple more times in order to really get it deep in me. But thank you so much. One of the things I heard last time you said about it was about when we sign up someone to be something that has to do with a social security number. So if I have someone who doesn't gonna be an associate or interested in do the business or build a team. So having it as just a consumer, I had it to complicate myself with that person. So you mentioned something that we should do, and I didn't get it quite right. So I don't know if it makes sense or you understand what I tried to say.
I'm not sure, but
You
Wait.
might need the following.
What's that? I thought
No,
you
no,
said-
no. Uh-huh.
Okay, so when you sign somebody up, they're always a preferred customer, but they count as one of your enroll. So when you enroll somebody, let's say you're trying to get to Diamond. Excuse me. When you sign somebody up, even though they're a preferred customer, that counts as one of your 6. Okay. Now, they don't have to submit any tax information. No
Okay.
social security number required. None of that. Now, this
Okay.
applies in the US. Some other markets have a requirement because by law, that's just how it is. All right.
Okay.
In the United States and most countries, a preferred customer doesn't submit anything. They just sign up. They pay the enrollment fee unless they buy over, I think it's 150 life points and it's free. The enrollment.
Okay.
And they're a preferred customer. Once they sign somebody up themselves, the first person, that's when they'll get an email, a message from 4Life saying, look, we owe you money. You're into money now. And now that you're going to get money, we need your tax information. So we need your social security number, or we need your employment, your EIN if you're a business. All right. So once you sign up your first person, then you have to provide it in order for 4Life to pay you. Does that make sense?
Yes. And what about if they don't want it to do it, but it's
They
still
can use their account money. They can use it to buy products.
oh, okay. Okay. So when they had the option to accept the conditions and to enter that information, they could avoid it and just use
They
it.
can decline. They don't even have to answer.
Okay.
Do nothing.
Oh, okay.
And that way, if they go log into 4Life to make a purchase, and let's say they
Mhm.
have $50 on their account, when they go to check out, they'll get a notice saying you have $50. Do you want to use that $50 for your product? And they'll
Mhm.
apply that towards the purchase.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. That was the part I didn't understand last time, but thank you very
Yeah.
much. Now I
And
got
that's
it.
a great thing with the program, you guys, is that there are people out there
Uh-huh.
like that. They don't want to build a business. They don't want anything to do with the business. And they're just preferred
Mhm.
customers. But they happen to
Mhm.
refer somebody, and then somebody goes ahead and buys a product off of their link or something,
Mhm.
and therefore they've got some money sitting there, but they don't want to be an affiliate.
Yeah.
Use your
Okay.
money for free product.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes. That was the answer of my question. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Any other questions before we finish up today? Let me see here. Senelia, thank you for joining from Canada. So what I'm going to be focusing on, you guys, we'll get something together here in a written documentation or whatever that simplifies this. But you can use the 4Life brochure. It does explain well, and then watch the video. Watch the video. Look at the brochure. Ask your upline. If you have a question, but please understand. Look, platinum and gold and bronze, it doesn't apply to people when they're starting out. There's people I know, they can tell you the pay plan probably better than me. And yet they're associates. All right. In other words, they haven't even moved to builder yet. They know everything about it, but they've done nothing to get it. All right. One of my favorite tapes, if you guys want to find it out there. All right. But let me show you guys. Okay. If you want to listen to something and be entertained, this gentleman has passed away. He's no longer alive. Paul Orberson. Paul Orberson was $1 million a month earner in network marketing back in the 90s, 1995, 96. All right. And I knew it wasn't going to last because it was a telecommunications telephone program. Those don't last because we always say high tech, no check. But while it lasted, he did quite well. But the point is, he never did network marketing in his life. In fact, I ought to take some time when we do a Mentor Monday and just listen to his tape. He's a man from Kentucky, so he's got that Southern drawl. He was a high school teacher, a football coach, quit his job to do network marketing, changed his life. But when you listen to him, everything he says makes so much sense. It's just almost common knowledge, and you laugh when you hear him talk. But he's talking about one of the guys that he sponsored. He said, let me tell you about old Joe. Old Joe, he couldn't even spell. He called me up one day and he says, hey, Paul. He said, did you got yourself one of them Lexicuses? He said, I want to give me one of them cars called Lexicuses. And he says, it's called a Lexus. And he goes, old Joe can't even say it, can't even spell it, but he can go get one. Okay. So that's what I love about this business. You don't have to know everything about it to make money. All right. Let me show you guys this real quick and then we'll finish. But I love Paul Orberson. It was so great. Can you guys see my screen?
Mhm.
Can you see me going to YouTube?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I type in Paul Orberson, there's Paul right there. There it is right there. A different way of thinking. You guys, somebody recorded it. It's a cassette tape and they put it on YouTube. But listen to that. A different way of thinking by Paul Orberson. You'll laugh. It'll stir your soul. And yet the guy just makes so much sense. He died of cancer, by the way. In fact, Jay Michael knew Paul. Is Jay Michael still with us? He might have dropped off. He dropped off, it looks like. Okay. The Eclipse is over there where he's at.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyhow, but Jay Michael picked Paul Orberson up at the airport one day. Got to know him a little bit. And I met Paul here in San Diego. Great guy. Regular old guy. Made $1 million a month in network marketing. So anyhow, you guys, let's unmute. Love y'all. Thanks. It's been an hour and a half of time here. Appreciate you taking the time. And So keep going, keep growing, keep inviting. You guys, look, now is the time. The next
Mhm.
2, 3, 4 years are going to be years of great growth in our industry. People are looking for ways to make money. We have it. All right. So love you guys. All right. Keep going, keep growing. Share some happy birthday love with me.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dave. Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, Dave.
Feliz
Feliz
cumpleaños.
cumpleaños. Happy birthday.
Gracias. Abrazos. Hugs, everybody.
God bless.
God bless you. Talk to you all soon.
Happy
Okay.
birthday.